Hello and welcome to another session of Looksies. It's Byron speaking, and today we are looking at cargo check. Cargo check is something I've been wanting for a while now, just because we all know that Rust C actually isn't that slow after all. It's just the code generation step that takes a long time, because that's actually handled by LLVM. We don't say LLVM is slow, it's just that right now maybe the intermediate code that is generated by Rust C is just, not very optimized and thus takes a long time to generate code from. Whatever happens, you might have noticed that whenever you build, that certain classes of errors, they usually occur like in the first 10% of the overall build time maybe. And this is Rust C at work. Everything else, when it doesn't show up anything after a while, okay, now it's compiling that thing. But still, your CPU is busy and you hate the world, if in case you are truly waiting. So cargo check, once you've cloned it here, all you have to do is to go build release, and I've just built it actually, but let's do it again. And if you run it, then you will see where the file is, which is quite useful in case you want to copy it to your user local bin. I did that already, so nothing new for me. So cargo check is in the path. That's important. Interesting that it compiles stuff now. I didn't expect that. Anyway, it's important that you can execute it and that it's in your path, because then cargo will find it. For instance, here I have cargo, and I just built cargo. Okay, it built some dependencies as well. Let's build it again. Okay, let's change. I want to show what this means for the workflow, because that's the important part. Let's go to cargo here. Just change. Oh, that's something else. That's also something else. Let's go cargo rs. Yeah, let's change a file so that it will rebuild cargo and cargo only. So the time to build takes, well, previously it took 80 seconds, but it built a few dependencies as well, and that's just a debug build, mind you. It's nothing special. Okay, so that takes 10 seconds. And now I do the same thing, but do cargo check, which basically runs Rust C only and doesn't skips code generation. That was unexpected. That was really unexpected. Okay, bin cargo. There we go. Look, 1/4 of the time. Instead of 11 seconds, 2 seconds. And that really makes a difference. This will speed up your workflow during general coding, because sometimes obviously you want to compile the code, you want to run your tests, but before that happens, usually you want to gain some confidence that a certain code portion actually makes sense. This is what we do a lot in Rust because of all the type inference going on. You can always make a good guess, but you never know until you have asked the compiler for his opinion on what you wrote there. So I think this is what makes cargo check great. Let's have a look at the code, because I think there isn't too much to it. Look, there's a little main file. I'm probably making it smaller than it is, but let's see what it does. Okay, we get some arguments here, have a wrap args function, and I wonder why this is not recognized as function here. Interesting. So wrap args does something to the args. I have no idea. Then we get that's how, I didn't know how the cargo plugin system works. Apparently you have to then run cargo yourself. And I have no idea how it sets itself. Oh yeah, it runs cargo Rust C under the hood, right? This is how that works. It's also documented on the web page. And you spawn the command, or, panic with the error that might happen. Yeah, so one could argue that maybe the error handling is not the best with panicking and stuff, instead of kind of making nice messages here. But on the other hand, who cares? And on the other hand, we remember that cargo, we run cargo check. Cargo will then see, you want a subcommand check. Then cargo itself runs cargo check, which it finds in the path. And then, because this works the way it works, this one will just start cargo with Rust C. Here's the Rust C thing. And this option. Okay. That's also interesting. Very generic. You get an iterator that provides strings, so you can just provide args here, which is pretty much what the args iterator is, I think, under the hood. Maybe not even under the hood. Maybe it is really like that. Okay, cool. And then you skip the first two. I think the first two, that's the executable, and then check, because cargo passes on everything to the subcommand. And then you verify, check if there is a double hyphen. And if there is a double hyphen, okay, then you do stuff. So it's kind of, it deals with double hyphens. If there is one, you don't do anything. Basically, you don't put the double hyphen there, otherwise you put it. Interesting. I don't particularly like that, because that's a duplication. That's redundancy here that is hard to maintain. I'm pretty sure that you would be able to restructure the code so that you just do this push at the end, and then either push or not the double hyphen here, right? So if this is not a double hyphen, then you push it yourself, maybe. Oh no, wait, you search for it, right? You search for it, search for a double hyphen. Keep these. If you have a double hyphen, then afterwards you are the first one to push. Yeah, yeah. Some restructuring might be good. Okay, so here's the wrap args. He checks. That's a cool thing, by the way, to have the testing right away and see how wrap args actually works, and that it can deal with the double hyphen accordingly. That's very nice. And yeah, it's as easy as that. I mean, I would wonder if there are not additional commands showing up now, because it really is easy after all, right? And so hugely useful. There is, I think, a built-in cargo check RC or even a PR that is in progress that deals with the details, like what happens to your dependencies. Dependencies with that are currently just fully built and stuff. But after all, most of the time you just build these once, and that's, during your workflow, I think this is what you need like 99% of the time. So that's pretty amazing. A few lines of code will help so many people and save them so much time, and that's super amazing. I love the idea. Thanks for posting this. I've seen it on Reddit, and yeah, hope you'll use it too and find it useful. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.